Krishna Krishna, sweet. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ramo, Ramo Ramo, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ramo, Ram. Everybody, Ramo Ramo, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ramo, Ramo Ramo, Hare Hare, loudly, everyone. Hare Ramo, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ramo, Ramo Ramo, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ramo, Ramo Ramo, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ramo, Ramo Ramo, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ramo, Ramo Ramo, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ramo, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ramo, Hare Ramo, Ramo Ramo, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ramo, Hare Ramo, Ramo Ramo, Very good. Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Yes. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Oh Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Oh Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Loudly. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Oh Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Oh Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Radhe Radhe Govinda, Govinda Radhe, Radhe Radhe Govinda, Govinda Radhe, Radhe Radhe Govinda, Govinda Radhe, Radhe Govinda, Govinda Radhe. Oh Radhe Radhe Govinda, Govinda Radhe, Radhe Radhe Govinda, Govinda Radhe, Radhe Radhe Govinda, Govinda Radhe, Radhe Radhe Govinda, Govinda Radhe. Govinda Radhe, Gopinath Radhe, Govinda Radhe, Gopinath Radhe, Govinda Radhe, Gopinath Radhe, Govinda Radhe, Gopinath Radhe. Oh Govinda Radhe, Govinda Radhe, Radhe Radhe Radhe, Govinda Radhe, Govinda Radhe, Govinda Radhe. Govinda Gopal Nandana Krishna Govinda Govinda Gopal Nandana Krishna Govinda Govinda Gopal Nandana Govinda Govinda Gopal Nandana Krishna Govinda Govinda Gopal Nandana Krishna Govinda Govinda Gopal Nandana Krishna Govinda Krishna Gopala Krishna Govinda Krishna Gopala Oh Krishna Govinda Krishna Gopala Krishna Govinda Krishna Gopala Govinda Govinda Krishna Gopala Govinda 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 Krishna Gopala Govinda 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 Krishna Govinda Gopala Govinda Govinda Krishna Gopala Gopala Krishna Govinda Gopala 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 Krishna Govinda Gopala 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 Govinda Gopala 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 Govinda Gopala Govinda Govinda Gopala Govinda Govinda Krishna Govinda Krishna Gopala Krishna Govinda Krishna Gopala Krishna Govinda Gopala Govinda Krishna Govinda Gopala Govinda 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 Krishna Govinda Gopala Govinda Gopala Govinda Gopala Govinda Gopala Gopal Gopala Govinda Gopala Gopala Govinda Gopala Govinda Gopala Govinda Krishna Govinda Krishna Gopala Krishna Govinda 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 Gopala Gopala Govinda Govinda Gopala Govinda Gopala Govinda Gopala Govinda Gopala Govinda Bolo Hari Gopala गोविंद हरे मुरारी हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारी हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारी हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारी हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारी हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारी हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारी हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा 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 गोविंद दामोदर माधवेति गोविंद दामोदर माधवेति गोविंद दामोदर माधवेति गोविंद दामोदर माधवेति हे कृष्ण हे यादव हे सखेति गोविंद दामोदर माधवेति हे कृष्ण हे यादव गोविंद दामोदर माधवेति हे कृष्ण हे यादव हे सखेति गोविंद दामोदर माधवेति गोविंद दामोदर माधवेति ओ गोविंद दामोदर माधवेति गोविंद दामोदर माधवेति गोविंद दामोदर माधवेति गोविंद दामोदर माधवेति राधे कृष्ण राधे कृष्ण 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 राधे कृष्ण राधे कृष्ण राधे कृष्ण ओ राधे कृष्ण राधे कृष्ण राधे कृष्ण 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 राधे कृष्ण राधे कृष्ण राधे कृष्ण राधे ओ राधे कृष्ण 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 राधे ओ राधे कृष्ण 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 राधे ओ राधे श्याम 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 ओ राधे श्याम 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 ओ राधे कृष्ण 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 हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे ओ हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम हरे हरे कृष्णा निताई गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल। हरे कृष्ण। It's okay? It's too late? So, you let me know who want to speak. Yes. Me? Some katha. Not maybe some, it will be more. So, but first I want to hear.
We want to hear from you. We want to get inspiration from you first. Half an hour.
They want to hear from you first.
Oh, really? I want to hear from Prem first. Please come. 5 minutes. Please. Prem Prabhu, come.
Regular. Full matter regular. Regular.
Please come. Thank you. Here. Next to me. What is it? This is here. I'm sorry, I would have given you chair. Please come sit here. Mike.
Sripad Sripad Namaste, Vasudevacha, Patitanam Pavanebhyo, Vaishnavebhyo, Hare Krishna. I'm very nervous to speak in front of Maharaj. Something I have never done and never intend to do. It's difficult to speak knowledge when we have such a wonderful ecstatic kirtan. Knowledge has no place in that realm of consciousness. Just pray. So to come out of that ecstatic kirtan, to speak knowledge is very difficult. Because the kirtan I was so much absorbed in the kirtan. We are all blessed here to have Sri Maharaj. He came here to inaugurate the opening of this temple. And everything has a purpose or an intention. In Srimad Bhagavatam, I'll make it very short, please 5 minutes. Bhagavan Shri Krishna said, Shrishya Purani Vivid Ani Ajay Atma Satya. He was explaining the purpose of the creation. Having created all the living quarters or species of life, 8 million, Atushta Hirdaya, that God was not satisfied. Just as Srimad Bhagavatam, Vyasadeva wasn't satisfied after compiling many scriptures. Vyasadeva also was not satisfied. So here Bhagavan is saying that after creating this 8 million species, Kaga, Dhanda, Sugan, bird, everything that fly, everything that crawl, partial, animal, trees, reptile, aquatic, Atushta Hirdaya. Then Purusham Vidhaya Apa Modam Deva. Only when humanity or this human form was created, Modam Apa Deva, then that God was satisfied. Why? He said, Brahm Avaloka Dishana. Because in this human body, we could have Brahm Avaloka. We could realize that spiritual existence. So that is the purpose of this human body. So this temple was produced or created or manifest also for that same purpose. So we are to come here to realize that spiritual existence. So I will speak further. So that's the purpose of this temple, and that's the purpose of this human body to realize. So Maharaj will help all of us to realize that spiritual existence, who that God in that realm of existence, in that land called Golokunda. Maharaj already manifests in his kirtan that mood, that bhav. So Maharaj already invoked and manifested that realm in this temple today. So now we hand over to Maharaj.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Now I'm getting nervous in your presence. You're making me nervous now. Next, I call upon Shri Devi Prasad Prabhu. Please come forward and.
Businessman.
Huh?
He's a businessman.
He's a businessman. Is he here? Come. Please come. Mic to him. We like to hear a few words from you. Thank you. Thanks for coming.
Om Vasudev Sutam Devam Tam Sajanodmardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadguru Hari Om. Bhaiyo Beheno, my humble pranam and namaskar to you all. It is a great pleasure for me to be with you this afternoon. I've been surprised by being called to speak here, but my good friend Dave Ramji is a business associate. I've dealt with him for about 25-30 years now in business, and I can tell you he is a man of great integrity, and he's unique probably among businessmen, because I'm not here to massage his ego, but want to speak the truth. The point is that not only is he a very good businessman, but he is a very devout Bhakta of Sanatana Vedic Dharma, and he is a great exemplar for those of us in the society to follow. I'm very happy to see the large amount of you this afternoon to listen to Bhagavatam, Bhagavat Katha. In this age of Kali Yuga, we are told that this is the only thing that is going to give us the moksha that we all crave for. As we struggle in this mortal existence, human world here, now we have a virus prevailing right throughout this universe. But with our devotion to Bhagavan Sri Krishna and our great bhakti and faith in the teachings of the Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, we know that Satyameva Jayate, we will always triumph. So this afternoon, I know we have a very important guest here who will deliver special messages, and I ask you, many times I go to temple and I see people listening, but one of the things about our dharma is not only to listen. You have to listen very carefully, but we are also required to put into practice as best as we can whatever we hear. And even sometimes we don't understand what may be said. You have fellow devotees, you can ask for clarification, but it's very important that we put into practice the teachings of our dharma, not only to know it, to listen to it, but we have to practice it. So with those few words to start with, I wish you a successful yagya, continuation of the yagya, and I thank you very much for giving me a few minutes to say this. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much. Very nice, thank you. Next, Hansraj Prabhu. Call upon Hansraj Prabhu, please come. The success of any inauguration program is declared by demigods by showering. So we can see it's like a storm. So it's the success of the program.
Radhe Radhe. Om Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Parakamalam Shri Guru Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagradatam Sahagana Raghunatam Vitam Tam Sajivam Sarvaitam Savabhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhan Vitam Nishta. Hare Krishna everyone. This Das here, I happen to be Pandit. I remember I did a puja ceremony for this mandir and so on, and it's wonderful that this temple has been manifest here. In Srimad Bhagavatam, first canto, it stated, Savai Pumsam Parodharmo Yato Bhaktir Bhokshaje Ahai Tukiya Pratihata Yayatma Suprasidati. Savai Pumsam Parodharmo, the supreme occupational duty of everyone of humanity is Yato Bhaktir Adhokshaje, is to engage in devotional service to Adhokshaja. Ahai tukiya pratihata yayatma suprasidati. Only then can this bring satisfaction to the self. So, this mandir is a center point for devotion, and we should all take advantage of this opportunity here. This life is very short, and Srimad Bhagavatam, or the saints and sages, have described that the path of bhakti is the sure way. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Gopal Prabhu, thank you. Thank you everyone for coming. By your presence itself, wonderful devotees here, giving me so much inspiration. And to know the glories of Srimad Bhagavatam. I am not here to speak, I am here to hear. To adopt the Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tad Bhaktaya Namo Namah Anand Leela Maya Vigrahaya Himam Vidivya Chavi Sundaraya Tasme Maha Prema Raspradaya Chaitanya Chandraya Namo Namaste Tvakva Sudustajya Suripshta Raja Lakshmi Dharma Ishta Arya Vachasya Nagadaranyam Maya Mrigam Daitipsatamanvadhavan Vande Mahapurushate Charanarvindam. He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesh Gopikant Radhakant Namastute Tapt Kanchan Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tator Jayamudiriye Yam Pravajantam Anupeta Peta Krityam Dvaipanu Viraha Katurajvaha Putreti Tanvaitaya Tarvo Vinedustam Sarvabhuta Hidayam Munimanatasmi Bhaktya Vihinaya Paradalakshay Shibdasya Kamaditarangmate Kripamayi Tam Sharanam Prapanna Vrinde Namaste Charanarvindam Aho Bhagyam Nandako Vrajakusam Yanmitra Paramanandam Purna Brahm Sanatanam Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. Everyone together. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. The inauguration of this temple with every evening Srimad Bhagavat Katha and the Yajna. We were hearing from 6 days some glories of Srimad Bhagavatam. Why we are supposed to recite Srimad Bhagavatam? So that we should know Bhagavatam. No. It's so difficult to understand Bhagavatam. It's not easy. Then why we are reciting Bhagavatam? Not to know Srimad Bhagavatam, but Srimad Bhagavatam can know me, can know us. The only means to get proximity with Lord in this iron age, this Kali Yuga, Srimad Bhagavatam. Srimad Bhagavatam starts with festival. Janma dasya yataha anvayat itirit charthishu abhigya swarat. Two festivals are mentioned in Srimad Bhagavatam. There are two festivals. What's happening? Srimad Bhagavatam itself is a festival. Nice, lotus. Kamala Dalajam, Jivana Dalavaru. Huh? Somewhat? Only 3? Okay. Please give attention for a few minutes. Srimad Bhagavatam itself is a festival. But there are two festivals which is described in Bhagavatam. One festival is the festival of Vatsalya Ras. Other festival is the festival of Madhur Ras. There are 4 ras, means 4 different kind of associates in Shri Vrindavan Dham. Dasya, Sakhya, Vatsalya and Madhur. And in these 2 pastimes, in these 2 rasas, Krishna uttered the word na, I can't, no. In Vatsalya ras, Naham bhakshitam amba sarve mithya abhishnasina yadi sarte grahi samaksh pakshame mukham. When Krishna as Bal Gopal, very naughty, he ate mud. The childhood pastimes of Krishna is a festival. When he ate mud, and Yashoda Maya asked Kanaya, your friends told me today you ate mud. And there was mud, but Krishna is not opening his mouth. And he's saying, Why don't you speak? Tell me, you ate mud today? Krishna put mud little slightly here under the tongue and said, who told you I ate mud? Your friends told me. Oh, Mother Yashoda, don't believe my friends, they're all liars. She said, oh, only you are the one who speak the truth. Krishna is thinking, I am ultimate truth. Satyam param dhimahi. And never tell lie. No, Mother, I have not eaten mud. Krishna thought, if I speak in confidence, maybe Mother will understand. She will believe me. So Krishna said, Naham bhakshitam amba sarve mithya abhishvasena. I have not eaten mud. If you don't believe me, you can open my mouth and see. And immediately Mother Yashoda said, yes, open your mouth, I want to see. So the word na, no, is only used in Vatsalya ras, parental mood, and in Madhurya ras. Where Krishna with folded hands literally begged to Radharani, expressing that he cannot repay the debt of Radharani. He cannot repay the love of Radharani. Na pare hum nirvattu samvijam. Na. I can't. Only in Vatsalya ras and in Madhurya ras. Srimad Bhagavatam described two festivals. One is Nand Utsav, the birth of Krishna. Nand ke Anand Bhayo. What is that? Jai Kanaiya Lal ki. Nand ke Anand Bhayo. Jai Kanaiya Lal ki. The festival of Krishna's taking birth. Who's taking birth? Bhagavad Gita says one who is unborn, ajanma. That personality who is ajanma, there is no birth and death, is anadir adir govinda. That personality who has no birth, who never takes birth, is always existing. Aham evasam evagre. Krishna said in Bhagavatam, I was there before creation, I am in creation, I will be after creation. The festival of unborn taking birth. Janma dasya yataha. That unborn Krishna is taking birth. Shukdev Goswami, Shri Shukdev Goswami started this festival by saying, Nandastu Atmaj Utpanne Jar Halad Mahamana Ayu Vipravedyas Nat Suchit Alankrita. Just after hearing that Krishna has taken birth, Shri Nand Maharaj, he took bath in Jamuna and he gave so much charity. This is one festival, the birth of Krishna. And the other festival is, that's the essence of Bhagavatam. How many cantos in Bhagavatam? 12 cantos. And all 12 cantos as centered, the center of all 12 cantos is the 10th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. That's the essence. And what is the essence of 10th canto Bhagavatam? Ras Leela. Only Krishna can perform this. No one else. No other incarnation can perform Ras Leela. Only Krishna, copyrights. And that Ras Leela, again Shukdev Goswami narrated, expressed another festival. Ras Utsav Samparvarto Gopi Mandal Manditaha Yogeshwarena Krishna Tasya Madhya Dve Dve. Ras festival begins. And Krishna is dancing with 100 million gopis. Two festivals described by Shukdev Goswami in Bhagavatam. The birth of Krishna and the Ras Leela. And Srimad Bhagavatam itself starts with Janma Dasya Yataha. with the word Janma, birth. Whose birth? One who is unborn, Ajanma Vibhu, Bhagavad Gita says. Bhagavad Gita says Ajanma, and Bhagavatam starts with Janma. I was discussing with Prem Prabhu so much yesterday. There's so much. Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam is correlated. So many verses. So Bhagavad Gita says Ajanma, and Bhagavatam starts with Janma Dasya Yataha. That's the festival about. But how to participate in that festival? How we can participate in the festival? And this is the festival of not an ordinary human being. This is the festival of the Lord. The festival of the Supreme Lord, Krishna. Anadi Radhi Govind Sarva Karanam Karanam. When we come to festival, how we come? With a bad mood? Sad mood? Happy mood. Not with hatred, but only with love. Understand? That's the festival about. Means you are so happy, you are celebrating. And celebration is done with love, not with hatred. And love have two faces. Union and separation. As I was describing yesterday. Milan and Viraha. Union and separation. And this is said by Shri Vritasur in Bhagavatam. So continuing from where I end up yesterday, just a little glimpse of what we heard. Shri Vritasur, he prayed to become servant and the servant of the Lord. So there are two styles. One is Aham Brahmasmi, I am that Lord. These are words from Vedas. But Veda speaks everything indirectly. Parokshavad Vedoham Balanam Anushashanam. Veda speaks paroksha, indirectly. It's very difficult to understand the exact meaning of the verses of the Vedas. Veda speaks everything indirectly. For instance, there's a beautiful boy, bluish complexion, wearing peacock feather, carrying a flute and wearing yellow garment. Who's that boy? Huh? Not Ram? Not Narsingha? Who's that? Krishna. So Veda is not saying directly like this. Veda is saying indirectly. So Parokshavan Vedoham Balana Manushashanam. So from the point of Am Brahmasmi, I am that Brahm. In Vaishnava philosophy says, Dasvasmi, I am servant. I am servant of the Lord. And not only servant, servant of the servant. Tad bhritya bhritya paricharaka, bhritya bhritya bhritasya bhritya iti mam smaran lokanatha. Servant of the servant, servant of the servant, servant of the servant. So Vritasur said, Am hare tavupadi kamulo, das anudasa bhavadas. These 4 verses of Vritasur, marvelous. Speaks the complete Vaishnava philosophy. And not only Vaishnava philosophy, Gauriya Vaishnava philosophy. Das anudas. And the next verse, Vritasur asks for, I don't want anything from you. Na nag preshtam, na chapar veshtam, na sar bhomam narasadipatam, na yog siddhiva punar bhavamba, samajasya tavira kakshasa. I don't want Dhruv Loka. I don't want Brahma Loka. I don't want to become the king of demigods or to rule over the planet Earth or to become the ruler of the hellish planet, and I also don't want liberation. Bhagavatam is not describing about liberation. Or by reading Bhagavatam I will get mukti. Something beyond that mukti is bhakti. And what is the definition of mukti? First canto Bhagavatam. Muktir hitva anyatha swaswarupena avasthiti. To get established in one's spiritual form and activating that spiritual form to become capable and qualified enough to serve the divine couple Shri Shri Radha Govinda. That's actually called mukti. Not merging into the effulgence of the Lord is called mukti. That's moksha. But the ideal meaning of mukti is first canto Bhagavatam. I'm not saying this. Muktir hitva anyatha swaswarupena avasthiti. But mukti is condemned in Bhagavatam. That mukti which makes one averse to the Lord and not allowing one to become the servant of the Lord, that is condemned in Bhagavatam in so many cantos by so many speakers. The second verse of Bhagavatam. Dharma projit kaitav atro parmo nirmasaranam satam. Mukti is condemned there. Bhagavatam explains what? Dharma projit kaitav. All other dharmas, throw them far away, not even close by. So that not even the smell of that, all those dharma can come and disturb our bhakti. Dharma projit kaitav. Atra parma nirmasaranam satam. So, giving up, throwing away all dharma, then which dharma to follow? I'm not saying this, don't believe me. You ask Prabhu, you ask Lord. Why you instructed us in Bhagavad Gita in the last? Sarva dharman paritajye mam ekam sharanam praja. Give up all duties. Ask him. And surrender unto me. So he mentioned in that, surrender unto me means we have to follow dharma. But which dharma? Which dharma? Bhagavad dharma. Not any other dharma. All other dharmas are cheating propensity, deceitful in nature. And only pure sublime dharma is Bhagavad dharma. Krishna is directly saying this. Follow this Bhagavad dharma. Dharma projit kaitav. So Vritasur, he said, I don't even want mukti. I don't even want mukti. Then what do you want? Samanjasya ta virakamshase. I want viraha. I want separation from you. I want to burn in that separation from you. Let me burn in that separation. Day and night I want to feel separation from you. Because in that separation, I remember you more and more. Bhagavan said, Vritasur, very nice. I'm very impressed. But can you further elaborate on this? Any examples? What kind of separation you want? Some hints? He said, yes, I'm going to tell this. If you ask me, Ajat Paksha Eva Matra Khagaha. Just like birds, baby birds, chirping, screaming and waiting for the mother bird to come to bring food. And they are shouting, screaming, chan, feeling separation from the mother bird. I want that kind of separation. Bhagavan said, I was so impressed to hear from you. You want viraha, separation? No devotee asked me separation. Everyone wants union to be with me. So I thought you have some good idea. But I am not happy with this. This separation is very low class. Why? Because baby birds are not concerned with the mother bird. Their only concern is what? Food. This separation has some contamination. This separation has some conditions, and I'm not happy with this. Okay, wait a minute, Prabhu, wait a minute. I have another example. Yes, go ahead. Satanna yatha vassa kudartha. Just like a calf is calling out mother cow. Hamba, hamba. I want that kind of separation. Just like a calf cries for mother cow. Bhagavan said, little better, but I'm still not happy. Because calf is also calling out for milk. Calf has nothing to do with mother, but more attached to the birds. Calf is more attached than birds. Is a better example. Bhagavatam. So I'm still not very happy. Last option, then I'm going. No, Prabhu, don't go. Priya yatha priya priyam privishwanaha. Just like a priya means love and beloved. They feel separation. I want that separation, that kind of separation from. Bhagavan said, yes, I'm happy. Because in their separation, it's only about love and caring for each other. There is no selfish motives, selfless motives, just loving motives. So I want separation from you, like a newly married couple, and on the very first day of their marriage, the husband is telling his wife, oh dear, I have some business call. I have to go some other country for 2 years. No, I cannot live without you. We just got married. I cannot live without you. I will also go with you. No, I cannot take you there. You will not get visa. Only I have to go. I'm so sorry. I cannot give up my job. You understand? Yeah, but... And the husband left. What is her state? What is her condition? Imagine, day and night thinking of husband. Day and night. Oh, please come back soon. I want to serve you. I want to love you. Please come back soon. So what is the center of their life? That prema, that love, which has no conditions. Bhagavan is so happy to hear this. This love is called unconditional love. Ahetuk prem. When there is any condition in the love, Krishna don't like that. He turns his face around. I'm not happy with that conditions. I want unconditional love, where there is no condition. And this ahetuki prem, unconditional love, is so much prevailing in Shri Vrindavan Dham. The gopis of Krishna, Radharani, the foremost of the gopis, Radharani. Any condition in the love of Krishna? No condition. Unconditional love. So, to taste that, to taste the flavor of that love, which is pure in nature, Shri Ram separated from Sita Devi. Smelly, some people with their own thoughts, etc. They comment that anyone who comes in this material world have to suffer, even if it is Ram. He suffered a lot. Sita Devi suffered a lot. They got separated. Understand? What we are seeing, what we are understanding with our mental, our mind conception, and we are relating to that according to what we see in this material world. But the body of, Ram and Krishna, they have transcendental body. and their dealings are transcendental, which cannot be perceived with material conception. And that's why it is known as inconceivable. But for those who don't want to conceive, means for those who don't want to practice and understand this, for them it is inconceivable. But those who practice and want to know, conceivable. What is the purpose of Sri Ram to come here? He is so happy in Saket Dham. Why he has to come here there? In this material world, only to taste this special flavor. Vipralam bha, the mood of separation, in which they both remember each other all the time, all the time, all the time. Sita Devi is in Ashok Vatika. Ashok means where there is no lamentation. And in that Ashok Vatika, is she lamenting there? Looks like. But our scriptures explains, don't get bewildered. All tears doesn't speak the same language. There is tears of separation and there is tears of union. Understand this? The tears of separation speaks different language, and tears of union speaks another language. Oh well, there is also tears in union, of course. We see at airport, arrival and departure gate. Someone very beloved, leaving us, we feel so sad, we cry. The same person coming back after months or years, and when we receive that person, we give a warm, loving embrace to that person. It can be daughter, son, whoever, mother, father. What happens? At union also, tear comes, tear flows from the eyes. This is tears of union. Understand? Krishna Prem Adbhut Charitra. Bhare Vishya Jwala hoye, Bhitre Anandamay. Krishna Prem Adbhut Charitra. The astonishing feature of Krishna Prem is, externally appears like there is so much suffering and sadness, weeping and crying, but not proportionately, but more than that, internally, complete bliss. Okay, imagine, if you have in Guyana, I don't know, in India we have, they show Ram Leela on the stage. An audience seeing Ram Leela, how Sita ji, she is crying. How she is praying, oh Mother Earth, take me in you. I don't want to live here. So audience looking at that scene, and many people get emotional, they start crying. And when this festival over, the host announced, so today we concluding with Ram Leela, and tomorrow we're going to play again in some other location. Then the same audience goes there to see that, to cry more. You already cried to see that scene. Why you want to cry more? In spiritual affairs, crying means bliss. Devotees, they hanker for tears in their eyes. Hari Hari Bolite Naine Babe Nira. When the day will come in my life, when I chant your name and I get tears in my eyes. Hanumanji chanting the name of Ram and is crying and weeping. Is he sad? A devotee is sad. They are full of bliss. Externally appearing like they are suffering and their tears and their separation, but internally, that's the astonishing feature of Krishna Prem. Externally, tears looks like suffering, but actually not. Don't try to relate with the material concept. internally feeling complete bliss. The tears of bliss, the tears of union. So for everything we need to pay. So to receive, to get that tears of bliss, we have to pay a price of tears of separation. Means separation. Shri Ram in the forest, Shri Sita Devi in Lanka, chanting. Shri Ram is chanting Sita, 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 and Sita Devi chanting Ram, Ram, Ram day and night. Intentionally it's been done like that. To taste this special flavor of one phase of love, which is called separation. Another phase is union. What is that which is difficult for Shri Ram? Isn't his Bhagwan? But if someone is confused and say, how can I believe he is Bhagwan? As Raman said, how can I believe he is Bhagwan? He is ordinary human being. So why people get confused that he is not Bhagwan? Oh, he has to cross over ocean and he needs help of the monkeys. That's why we can't believe he is Bhagwan. One who can come from the spiritual abode to this material planet, along with all his associates, what is difficult for him to just cross ocean for a few miles? One who crossed so many layers and came from Saket, which is beyond Vaikuntha, that Dham, coming to this material planet. He didn't find any hard time coming here. This is sweet wish, his desire, his sweet will. So why is doing this? Why is doing this? To feel that emotions of his devotees, to facilitate his associates with service mood, to give them bliss. So don't get confused by seeing just Ramayana on the television, which is not 100% correct. There's so many mistakes in there. It's just made by director, producer for money, etc. But if you read Ramayana, but under the guidance of the devotees who are absorbed in bhakti of Ram, they can tell you the inside story. I'll give one example of inside story, practical, happened in my life. In India, I was walking by on street. Two brothers fighting so much, loudly, screaming, shouting. I'm hearing loud words, that's all. And they were mentioned, when they were fighting, they were saying something about property, property, property. It's very easy to conclude. Yes, father, property, now they are fighting to get that. Very easily understandable. After a few days, I have one program in the same location, in someone's house, and I was giving the example. This is Kali Yuga. Even brothers fight for property. Like I heard in that house. I pointed out. And there was a gentleman, he said, excuse me, do you know that family? I said, no. Then how can you say they're fighting for property? I said, I heard that. He said, Maharaj, I'm inside man. I am their friend from childhood. So I know them better than you. You only heard and conclude what this inside story. You know what's happening there? I said, no. They are not fighting to get property, they are fighting to give property. The elder brother is shouting at the younger one, take everything from me, I'm getting old now. I'm not able to maintain. I want to sign all papers on your name and give you retirement now. And the younger one is fighting back, saying that I'm immature. You are like my father, your elder brother like my father. Elder brother is known as father. If you present, why I need these properties? I'm happy in whatever way you want to maintain me. Why don't you understand? He said, why don't you understand? They are fighting. That's the inside story. And I'm hearing and concluding with my own understanding. Similarly, when we hear, we don't read Ramayana, we watch Ramayana on television. So what we see there, we conclude according to what we understand. But we have to find an inside person who knows the inside story. Why Shri Ram did like this? Why there is separation? For what cause? One who cannot be separate. Shaktiman and Shakti. The example is given just like a fire. And in that fire there is heat and light. Every fire has heat and light. How the heat and light can be separated from fire? Is it possible? Not possible. Impossible. Shaktiman and Shakti. Sita Devi is Shakti. Ram is Shaktiman. They cannot be separated. And what's happening here? With their own desire is separated. To taste that separation mood. And similarly in Krishna Leela. Krishna, he left Gokul, Vrindavan, when the age of 10 years, 2 months and some days. He went to Mathura, he went to Dwarika, married 16,000 queens. And there Krishna, crying and weeping for Radharani. And here in Gokul, in Vrindavan, Radharani is weeping for Krishna. She is calling out, Krishna, 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 day and night. And Krishna there, remembering Radharani, Radhe, Radhe, Radhe. Who can separate Radha and Krishna? Who can separate light and heat? But if they want to separate, who can stop them? So this is called Vipralambha, the second phase of love. Union and separation. And when Shri Radha Krishna combined together as Sachinandan Gaur Hari, Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, 536 years back, same Krishna who was in Dwapar Yuga came as Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. The evidence is given in Bhagavatam itself. Those who know Bhagavatam, those who hear Bhagavatam, but point is from Vaishnavas. Their verses. The evidence of Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in the Bhagavatam. When Shri Gargacharya came to give name ceremony of Krishna, Shri Gargacharya ji came from Mathura to give name, to perform name ceremony of Krishna. What he said? Asan varnostrohi yasya gritam anuyugam tanum shukla rakta tatha pitam idanim krishnatam gataha. O Nand Maharaj, your son, in Satyuga, he was white complexion. In Dwapar Yuga, in Treta Yuga, he was red complexion. And same child of yours in Kali Yuga will be golden complexion. And Idanim Krishnatam Gata. And now his name will be Krishna. Blackish complexion. He already announced that in Kali Yuga he will be golden complexion. And Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is golden complexion. Peet Varan Kali Pavan Gaura. Another example, Bhagavatam explains. Tattva Sudhuskajya Suripsha Raja Lakshmi Dharmashna Are Vachasa Yadagar Ranyam Maya Mrigam Dait Ipsit Anvadhavat Vande Mahapurushate Charanar Vindam. Many people they apply this verse to Lord Shri Ram, whereas it's not like that. It's for Mahaprabhu. This is Navayogendra Samvad, Srimad Bhagavatam, where it was been asked to one Yogendra, can you describe the incarnations which going to happen in Kali Yuga? Then he said this. And what is the meaning? That Mahapurusha means Bhagwan, who left his potency and run after a deer to catch a deer. I pay obeisances to that Mahapurusha. So when the point comes of deer, naturally that's Lord Ram. But there is no relation of Ram because the speaker there speaking about the incarnations of Kali Yuga. Lord Ram was not in Kali Yuga. He came in which Yuga? Huh? Treta Yuga. Which Treta Yuga? Not many. You have to give the specification. Which Treta Yuga Lord Ram came? Not this Treta. This is 28th Chaturyugi of Brahma running. And Lord Shri Ram came in 24th Chaturyugi of Brahma. That Treta, 24th. And this is 28th. Chaturyugi means when Satyuga, Treta Yuga, Dwapar and Kali Yuga. This is one Chaturyuga. That Lord Shri Ram came. So, very deep philosophy. This is Bhagavatam. But how to attain this mood? First of all, we have to feel separation from our Gurudev. And then with Krishna or Ram or Mahaprabhu. If I jump to Mahaprabhu, then the whole Chaitanya Charitamrita will start. And it's very deep. Very pathetic. And with so much education and instructions. Vande Mahapurushate Charanarvindam. Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who gave up his association of his wife, Shri Vishnu Priya Devi, and Maya Mrigam Det Ipsudam Vadhavat, run after jivas like us, who are like deer, running here and there, to get some water. In the desert, deer is running here and there to get some water, to quench his thirst, but he dies without getting water. This world is like a desert, looking for happiness, but there is no happiness. Or even if there is happiness, some temporary happiness. So that Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who run after jivas like us, were compared to as deer running for water, running for happiness. Vande Mahapurushate Charanarvindam. Now, how to attain this mood? First of all, we have to feel separation from our Gurudev. If there is no separation from Gurudev, how we can think of feeling separation from Krishna? I give you one example. You might have heard of a great Acharya, Vaishnava Acharya, Shri Ramanuja Acharya. Have you heard of his name? Shri Ramanuja Acharya, Shri Sampradaya, Acharya of Shri Sampradaya. So when he started preaching, he had so many disciples. Very interesting story. One of his best disciples, his name was Quresh. So Shri Ramanujacharya was preaching the worship of Lakshmi Narayan, but the king of that territory was many times threatened him, if you worship Lakshmi Narayan, I will kill you. Because he was Shaivite and he was promoting the worship of Mahadev, Shiva. But Shri Ramanujacharya, Ramanuja, the name itself says, who is Rama? Anuja? Anuja means brother. Brother of Ram is Lakshman. Lakshman himself came as Acharya. Acharya of one Sampradaya, Shri Sampradaya. So his best disciple is Quresh. King ordered his soldiers, get me Ramanuja. I want to punish him, sentence to death. Get him. Now the disciple Quresh heard this. My Gurudev life is in danger. So what he did, we should not do this, and we can't even think of doing this. He took his Gurudev in room and binded him with a chair, and took out his sannyas cloths, saffron cloths. And he was wearing white cloths, and he forcefully putting white cloths on his Gurudev and took his saffron cloths. And his Gurudev is shouting at him, "You go to hell for this! You disobeying me! What is this? This is not etiquette. You taking my clothes? You think you will become sannyasi like this?" And he said, "Gurudev, even if you chastise me, whatever, I am ready to accept any chastisement, any curse. But please don't stop me. I know what I am doing." And in this way, he locked Gurudev and ran away outside. And the soldiers, they saw a person with a saffron cloth, and they said, "Are you Ramanuja?" He said, "Yes." They immediately grabbed him, arrested him, took him to the king. And king said, "I gave so many warnings to you. Tell me last time, will you stop preaching of Lakshmi Narayan?" He said, "No, I can't." "Then kill him." King ordered the soldiers. "But wait a minute. In the past he helped me because king's sister got possessed by a ghost. And she climbed a tree naked because possessed by ghosts. And when some sadhus came, his guru Yadav Prakash came, threatening the ghost, "Leave the body of this girl." He said, "I will only leave the body of this girl if I get the Charnamrit of Ramanuja." And Ramanuja, he was a young boy that time, only a student. He gave his Charnamrit, and because of that the ghost left the body of the sister. So king said, "I remember I have favor from him in the past, so don't kill him, but take his eyes out. Make him blind." So they have a very sharp, some kind of knife, and they pierced in the eyes and took both the eyes out. He became blind, blood coming from his eyes. And when this was happening, he is catching hold of the feet of those soldiers. They were thinking he's asking forgiveness, but this was not his mood. The disciple Quraysh mood was, he was thanking those soldiers, saying, "Thank you so much for punishing me. My life is waste of no use. By taking my eyes out, you are engaging me in the service of my Gurudev. At least I am of some use to my Gurudev. I saved his life and took everything on me, all punishments on me." King said, "Now throw him out from the territory." And they threw him out. Now he's blind, just moving in the forest, where to take shelter. He's remembering his Gurudev every day. He said, "Gurudev, thank you so much for allowing me to serve you. Gurudev, if you can feel my heart, and if our hearts are connected, then you will understand how much I love you. Don't take my offense. Other day, what I did, took your clothes. It was just to save you, save your life. I put my life in danger to save your life. Hope you can feel my love, Gurudev." Just he's speaking to his Gurudev. Antaryami Paramatma is also Guru. I mean, Guru is manifestation of Paramatma. And there Sri Ramanujacharya, he became so restless. When all other his disciples came in his room and released him, he came to know how Quraysh, his disciples, sacrificed his life for his life. And he became, Sri Ramanujacharya means Gurudev, he became so restless. in the search of his disciple, is wandering here and there, all places of pilgrimage, wandering. Where will I find him? Where will I find him? He's just moving here and there. For months and months he's walking in search of his disciple. And finally one day, he came close to one temple, Lord Varadaraj temple in South India, where Quraysh, he took shelter of one temple, and every day his service is to sing the songs and pleasing to the ears of the Lord. So sometimes he get overwhelmed and he's singing loudly and going through all places of pilgrimage. Sri Ramadacharya came close to that temple and he heard someone is singing very melodious. When he climbed the stairs, he went inside. It looks like he's Quraysh. Is he Quraysh? Yes. And he called out, Quraysh, Quraysh. And disciple Quraysh heard, oh, it's my Gurudev. He turned around, but he has no eyes. Guru Ramadacharya, seeing his disciple in this state, he can't hold his emotions. Crying and weeping, he ran and embraced his disciple. Why you did this? Why you didn't tell me? Why you did this? I could have resolved everything. But to save my life, you put your life in danger. Quraysh, you made me cry so much. For months and months I am in search of you. Because you are my life. More dear than my life. Imagine if Guru is addressing to his disciple like that, it means a lot. I am blessing you. Right in front of the Lord. Ask any two boons. I am giving you this potency. Ask this from the Lord. And Quraysh, smilingly, with folded hands, he said, oh my Lord Varadaraj, my Gurudev, bless me to ask two boons from you. So in one boon I am asking, those soldiers who punished me, please don't take their offense. Don't take their offense. They actually helped me in serving my Gurudev. So don't take their offense. And in that boon I am asking, please give them your prema bhakti, your devotion. Ramadacharya became so restless. What is saying? I invested my energy in these boons, and he's asking forgiveness for those soldiers, those stupid, ignorant people. And he said, my Lord, in the second boon, that king who ordered to kill my Gurudev, don't take his offense and forgive him, and instead give him your bhakti. That's all I want from you. Ramanuja just start crying. What kind of person are you? How much more you make me cry? Quraysh, what you did? You spoiled my boons. Said, no, Gurudev. Anyone who's against you or wants to kill you, you know how the Lord reacts to that person? They will be in hell for life and lives and life, millions of lives. How can I see anyone who helped me to serve you can go to hell like that? I can't see that. Sri Ramadacharya immediately embraced him. I said, wait a minute. Now I will ask. He said, oh my Lord, now I am asking on behalf of my disciple. Please grant him transcendental eyes, vision. And immediately, Quraysh got this transcendental eyes. And the moment he got his eyes, he closed his eyes. He don't want to see the Lord. And he turned back. And he saw, when he opened his eyes, what he wanted to see first? The lotus feet of his Gurudev first. And he paid obeisances to him and said, thank you so much for giving me eyes to save my life. And Ramanujacharya became angry. Now you thanking me because I asked this eyes for you. Why didn't you ask eyes when I gave you these two boons to ask? He said, no, Gurudev. If I would have asked eyes in those two boons, I would have attracted in this material world, this fancy world. Looks like fancy which is so temporary. There is no love here. There is no love here. And with this eyes which is the blessings from you, I only want to see your divine lotus feet, which is Kevala Bhakati Sadma. Shri Guru Charana Padma Kevala Bhakati Sadma, which is the only means and only way to attain pure bhakti. Understand? When a disciple comes to this stage, this is called complete surrender. What to speak of giving possessions when he is ready to give his life? Which is more important, life or possession? Life is not important. When the point comes for a disciple to ready to give his life, then he gets life. Because life comes from life. Therefore, Vande Guru Shri Charanar Vindam. To understand the separation of Sita Ram, to understand the separation of Radha Krishna, to understand the intense separation of Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. First, we have to understand the separation, feel the separation. That Gurudev who gave us so much. And Gurudev here means Diksha Guru and Shiksha Guru together. Diksha Guru is one, and Shiksha Gurudevs can be thousands and millions. One who is giving us inspiration in the heart. One who is giving us so much encouragement. One who is nourishing our bhakti in the heart with his practice and with his lecture, with his instruction. This is my Gurudev. Therefore, there is no difference between Diksha Guru and Shiksha Guru. One is the Roop of Krishna and other is the Swarup of Krishna. One is the form of Krishna and other is the qualities of Krishna. If we get a Shiksha Guru, immediately build a relationship, because bhakti only flow from Gurudev, from holy masters. Krishna has not taken the department to give bhakti. That's not his department. You know? So, why Krishna cannot give bhakti? I'm not saying this. Scripture is saying this. Because do Krishna perform bhakti to anyone? He enjoy bhakti. So, what is not in his range, how can he give? So, he's given this department to one of his manifestation. And what is the manifestation of Krishna? Shri Krishna Kripa Murti. The embodiment of the mercy of Krishna assume a form, and that is Gurudev. That's the embodiment of the mercy of Krishna. Take a form, Guru who comes to us and nourish our bhakti. is not there to get something, is there to give something. We need that eyes. And of course there are so many cheaters and so many people. That's why everyone is categorized same. Shiva is telling to Parvati, Guruva Bhava Santi Shishya Vitapa Haraga. Shiva is telling to Parvati, hey Devi, Guruva Shishya Vitapa Haraka. They are plural tense. There are so many gurus who are running here and there, and their eyes in the pocket of his Shishya, disciple. Guruva Bhava Santi Shishya Vitapa Haraka. Sudurlabh Sadguru Devi Shishya Santapa Haraka. That Guru is Sudurlabh, very rare, which is there to take the disciple from the clutches of Maya. You know, running from the opposite direction takes so much energy. Running along with the wind is easy. Sometimes from Guyana going Miami, it goes very fast. The direction of the wind, if the plane is going the direction of wind, it covers more fast. The distance covered more fast. If you're going opposite the wind, it takes a little long time. So Guru is taking the disciple away from that, where everyone is running. The devotees are running in opposite direction. Against Maya, not with Maya. Opposite direction. And if we're going opposite direction, we need so much energy. And who supply that energy? Krishna, Guru Dev, who is the embodiment of the mercy of Krishna. So, we cannot understand the pastimes of the Lord unless we take shelter of the inside person who knows the inside story of their pastimes. Otherwise, we just get along with the TV serials and the movies. Those Krishna movies and all. It's good to know some information is there, but again, full of mistakes. And whatever we see, we just start believing that. Oh, Pandavas have to suffer so much because they also came to this material planet. Anyone who comes here have to suffer, no matter who. Pandavas suffered? No. Shri Ram suffered in the forest. Kartam akartum anyatha kartum. Try and understand. It's a very, very deep philosophy. It's not that easy. It's a very deep. So for that, we need a mentor. We need a trainer who knows how to do yoga. Otherwise, funny story. A person at home thinking, I've gained so much weight, I need to do some yoga. But if I go out for yoga teacher, he will charge money and every day I have to go there. Better I buy one CD. So he purchased one CD, he put in there in his device, and on the screen the yoga teacher is teaching. So now pranayam. All of you ready? So inhale. And he inhaled. And steady got stuck in the device. And he's waiting. When he's going to tell exhale, he's stuck there. He said, I have to do yoga, otherwise, what is the use of buying CD? For minutes, for a couple of minutes, his face become red like a ball. Just he can leave his body now, he will die. By chance, luckily his wife came. He said, what's happening here? So you will die like this. And she looked towards and she did something to the device and steady start moving. Now exhale. So if we learn everything with CD, with TV serials, no. You need a living person. And if you try doing yoga yourself, you will break your spine. I know, 2 person. They tried and they became handicapped. Spine. Because they don't know. They are learning from the books. So we have to learn from a living person. And that living person is called Guru Dev, who is experience. Tasman Guru Prapadde Jigyasu Shreya Uttamam Shavdya Paracha Nishnatam Brahmya Pashrimashanam. Bhagavatam 11 canto. One who is inquisitive and one who is little serious to understand, who am I? Who is Krishna? What is my relationship with Krishna? Approach a guru for guidance, for instructions, for shelter. So these are details. Now example of Ramanujacharya and his disciple Quresh, remember this. He is the example of best disciple. Best disciple. Because there are many categories of disciple. Kamalakant Prabhu said, please mention this. 3 days back he said, how many kind of disciples? Quresh is the first class disciple, one who goes even against the order of his Gurudev to serve him because of so much love. Who goes against the order. This Gurudev is chastising, you're doing wrong, you're exchanging clothes. But he went against the order with a mood of serving. This is called Uttam Sevak, Uttam disciple, the first class. Then the second class is on Madhyam. What is that category? Those disciples for whom Gurudev has to give order. Madhyam, medium class disciple is a disciple which understands the mood of one's Gurudev. And without giving order, he fulfills the order. He knows exactly what my Gurudev needs and what time. Exactly. That's Madhyam. Then there is Kanishta, third class. One who always been told what to do or what not to do. Every single day. For example, Guru tells his disciple, student, can you get me water? And disciple, yes Gurudev, right away. And he runs, comes back. What happened? Where's water? No, I forgot to ask. You want water in cup or in a bottle? How shall I bring? He said, just bring any way you want, and I'm very thirsty, bring quickly. Right now. He runs and comes back again. What now? I forgot to ask. Shall I bring in a tray or is it okay if I bring in my hands? Say any way, but just bring water. Okay, right now. He runs and comes back again. What now? Oh, cold water, room temperature, or hot water? Say any water. I'm dying, I'm thirsty. Don't come now and go get this. And he runs. Again come back. What now? Gurudev, last. What is that? Mineral water or tap water? Specific. Say, no need to get water, I'll go myself and drink water. You stay. This is one category. And then there is another categories. Fourth. That's called Ali. Ali means like a bumblebee. What bumblebee does? Humming around. Bumblebees humming. So Guru gives order to disciple, can you do this? And he hears this, but is very sad. And then he humming around everywhere. Why always me? There are so many others. You always call my name. You do this, you do this, you this. There are so many others. Why not giving orders to them? Is humming around. This fourth category. Then fifth category is called Ban. Ban is like arrow. When you shoot arrow, never returns. Arrow never comes back. He goes and he never comes back. And the last one, that's very interesting one. Last one is who is very dumb, you don't understand. One story. A guru and disciple preaching from one village to other place riding on horse. That's the only way in desert. So Guru instructed his disciple, hey listen, walk, come behind me on a horse, make sure anything falls from my horse, okay? Collect that and bring to me. I don't want to waste anything, okay? Anything falls from my horse, you follow me. Yes, Gurudev. After a while, horse passed through and disciple is taking this. Gurudev, you said anything falls from a horse. So this is, say, you foolish nonsense. You don't understand my mood. Did I set the stool of a horse? Say, Gurudev, I don't know what to bring, what not to bring. Why don't you just do one thing, make a list. What things to collect, what things not to collect. He said, okay, you dumb, I will write a list. So he wrote a list. I have 3 sets of clothes, I have 1 mridanga, 1 blanket, etc., etc. Here you go. This is a list. Anything in the list, bring to me. Anything out of the list, no need to collect. Now you understand? This time you will see. I will not disappoint you. And after a while, walking a horse, the Gurudev horse slipped and Gurudev fell on the ground. And disciple is moving without any hesitation. And Gurudev is calling out, hey, listen, hey my boy, hello, lift me. I was looking at the list. I have to obey you 100%, Gurudev. You said anything out of the list, no need to collect, no need to help. So your name is not in the list. Your name is not in the list. This is called foolish disciple. Yeah, we get to see many like that. We come across many like that. But the idol is like courage. One who is giving his body, his life to serve on Gurudev, and in return, he actually gets life. So, in that short time, in these 7 days, I have not completed Bhagavatam yet. I would say I have not even touched that. Each and every passages, each and every canto, each and every verse, each and every stutis, the prayers of Dhruva, Prahlad, Gajendra, Mother Devhuti, Kapil Bhagwan, Kunti, all these prayers, one verse of that can take 7 days. There is so much to describe. But one thing common, in Srimad Bhagavatam, all the prayers of the devotees, even if it is Dhruv Maharaj, who is Sakam Bhakta, materially motivated, or even if it is Gajendra the elephant, who is in distress state, they all, you read Bhagavatam, must read Bhagavatam every day. If you want auspiciousness comes to you, read Bhagavatam. That house where the family member they read Bhagavatam, Krishna always comes and resides in that house. One thing common will you find there. All these devotees, they only praying for one thing. You know what? Not darshan of Krishna. They made darshan of Krishna minimized. And what they highlighting? association of devotees. ध्रुव महाराज, भक्तिमय प्रवर्तम तोय में प्रसंगो भूया आत्मा महात्मा अम्ल शयनो. Imagine, you all know the story of Dhruv Maharaj, right? He's seeing Lord in front of him. What is left after seeing Lord? Everything is accomplished. But Dhruv Maharaj said no. Seeing the Lord, he asked something more than that. More than seeing the Lord is what? Association of devotees who are always describing your pastimes. Prasango bhuyan ant mahatma amnashani. Dhruv Maharaj is saying this. Gajendra, that elephant who's dying. Imagine, if you die, what do? Do you remember Bhagavan? We just say, help, 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 save me. Very difficult situation. That elephant Gajendra is drowning. But what he's asking? Ekantana. In that state, Gajendra in distress is asking what? Ekantane yassana kanchanartham. I don't want anything from you, my Lord. But yes, I do want something from you. And what is that? Vanchanti yave bhagavad prabandha. What is that? Ati adbhutta charit sumangalam. Your topics, your pastimes, which invokes all auspiciousness for everyone. Who are speaking those auspicious topics? Your sadhus, your devotees. Gayanti anand samudra magna. They are always immersed in that ananda, the ocean of ananda. Give me the association of that type of devotees. This all I want from you. And is drowning. Understand? Everywhere in Srimad Bhagavatam, you find devotees, Dhruv, Prahlad, everyone praying forward association of devotees. This is the essence of Bhagavatam, 10th canto. The gopis, they also glorified the devotees. Tav kathamritam tapta jivanam kavi bhidgatam kalmashapam. Those devotees who speak your glories, they are the best donors. Gopis are saying this. They are donating. What they are donating? They are giving Krishna through their words, through their lectures, through their Hari Katha. They are giving Krishna. So, we pray to Srimad Bhagavatam, we pray to all the devotees. Please bless all of us with the best gift for the best species of life, as Prabhupada was saying. Human being, the best creation of the Lord. Why it is the best creation of the Lord? Higher consciousness, the elevated consciousness, but this need to get more elevated, not only to ordinary level of eating, sleeping consciousness, but to the above, more elevation, elevated consciousness. And that is Krishna consciousness. Life of devotion. Life of devotion. We pray to all devotees, all associates of Lord. Please bless us. Everything else we can acquire. But devotion, we cannot buy in any mall, in any store, in any shop. Not possible. Only one store. Krishna Bhakti Rasabhavitamati Kriyatam Yadi Kutopalapet Tatra Lolyam Moolam Ekam Janmakoti Sukritam Lapet. Only from the devotees one get devotion. But we need to have what? A greed. Lolyam, a greed to get that devotion. Without that greed, if you are not greedy, you cannot get your favorite things. You greed for money, you work. Greed for other things, you get. So, we need that greed. Thank you so much. From bottom of my heart, I'm thanking. First class. everyone here, all devotees here. You took your precious time to come to hear some topic of Krishna. Even 1 second of hearing, Krishna is very subtle in nature. Even 1 moment of hearing about Krishna, Krishna enters the ears. Work, family, money, but at least half day for spiritual activities. In 1 week, minimum half day. Just come here. Whatever you feel like, do some service, cleaning, etc. It's all service of the Lord. And hear lectures, sing the glories of Krishna. In this way, make your week and make your life most successful life. This is the only way to get success. So after thanking all of you, I am thanking Gopal Prabhu and his family for inviting me here. I'm so happy, very much moved to be here in Guyana. Looks like I'm in India. Only thing in India I used to speak Hindi, and here I'm speaking English. That's the only difference, but I'm with Indians. We all are Indians. What is the name India? What was the name India? Before? Not before, even now. Bharat. Yes? What is the meaning Bharat? Bha means effulgence. And Rat means one who is absorbed in that effulgence. The effulgence which is emanating from the transcendental body of the Lord. That is called Kanti, the splendor of Krishna. And who's that splendor of Krishna? Radharani. And one who is absorbed in that service and mood of Radharani. There's a person that is called Bharat. And one who follows that is called Bharatiya, Indian. That's the meaning. So, ending up here, thank you so much for all scholars here, intellectual personalities here, all businessmen here, devotees, Vaishnavas, Vaishnavis, respected guests, and KK Prabhu, Prem Prabhu. Thank you so much. You made me nervous, but somehow I got some courage to speak something. So I'll come again if I alive. We'll see you again here with more and more Hari Katha from Srimad Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita. Hare Krishna. Gopal Prabhu, some words you want to say? Come.
Hare Krishna. Before I say anything, is there anyone in the audience who wants to give a 2-minute Pushpanjali on behalf of this inauguration of this new temple? Is anyone? Okay, no. Om Jnanatimidandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurumilitamena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Namo Vishnu Padaya Radhikaya Priyatpani Shri Srimad Bhakti Vedanta Narayana. Panchakalpataruvishya kripa sindhu vayevacha Patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. I offer millions of Dhanavad pranams under the dust of the lotus feet of my Srila Guru. And to all the Vaishnavas coming from Lord Brahmaji, coming right down to Srimad Bhagavat Katha, Sripad Maharaj, and to all our beautiful guests, all the Vaishnava, all the souls, to all who I have contact with in my business, customers, suppliers, to everyone, you know, because of everyone, we, the devotees of this temple, have made a great achievement and it has been successful. You know, this new building has taken us like 1 year to complete that we can perform service, and it took us 1 year before we can reach to a day like today to have our special guest and our 7-day Bhagavat Katha. So it takes us a good time, but anything that takes good time, worthwhile. And we are very happy, Maharaj, to have you here to inaugurate this new temple and to give us your blessing of 7 days Bhagavat Saptaha.
I'm here to get blessings.
And we are very thankful for you. And what more I can say? And once more again, I must thank everyone, and I'm asking everyone to be, you know, having a big temple or having something, but you can't take care of it properly, then it's not worthwhile. So devotees all, please be a little more supportive, or continue with a supportive attitude, come that we can carry on the works of our good aim, and continue with a nice, beautiful spirit when Maharaj leave. Leave with what Maharaj is leaving, but we must hold what he's saying and practice it nicely, and this new advent, this new temple can be useful, can be in the proper use that we have built it for, we can make proper use of it. This is my little message. Thanks about everyone again for being supportive that this new advent can be successful. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you. So we're ending up with little singing, and then followed by, give me 10 minutes to end up Mahamantra, and then we can do Arati. Mridanga, one Malika, Shankar. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare I charge for that.
No problem. Look here. This all right, one? Let go of it. That's me.
शिव जयो जयो गोरा जाने आरती शोभा शिव जयो जयो गोरा जाने आरती शोभा बहुकोटि चंद्रजिनी वदन उचार बहुकोटि चंद्रजिनी वदन उचार जलधि सेवन मला करे धर्मारा जलधि सेवन मला करे धर्मारा शिव सुख नारद प्रेम गदा गदा शिव सुख नारद प्रेम गदा ठाकुर भक्ति विनोद देखे कर संकारा भक्ति विनोद देखे कर जय जय राधा कृष्ण युगला मिलाना आरती करो रवि चांद सखी गाना आरती करो रवि चांद सखी गाना मदन मोहन रूपति भक्त सुंदरा मदन मोहन रूपति भक्त सुंदरा पीतांबरा श्री पूजा चूड़ मनोहारा पीतांबरा श्री पूजा चूड़ मनोहारा ललिता माधव कामेश भानु कन्या ललिता माधव कामेश भानु कन्या लीलावसान करी रूप बुद्ध धन्या लीलावसान करी रूप बुद्ध धन्या नाना विधाय अलंकार करे झलमाला नाना विधाय अलंकार करे झलमाला कली मनावी मोहना वदन Siddhanti Maharaj ki Bhagavat Katha ki Jai Shri Guru Gauranga Kaveri Dhari Shri Radha Govind Dev Radha Madhav Ji ki jai तथे संध्याकालीन आरती की जय जय मिथिला वैष्णव विष्णुपाद स्तोत्र श्री श्रीमद भक्ति प्रमोद पुरी गोस्वामी गुरु महाराज जी की जय मिथिला वैष्णव विष्णुपाद भक्ति विधान शिला नारायण गोस्वामी गुरु महाराज की जय मिथिला वैष्णव विष्णुपाद भक्ति विधान शिला वामन गोस्वामी महाराज की जय मिथिला वैष्णव विष्णुपाद भक्ति विज्ञान शिला भारती गोस्वामी महाराज की जय मिथिला वैष्णव विष्णुपाद भक्ति विधान शिला स्वामी प्रभुपाद की जय मिथिला वैष्णव भक्ति प्रज्ञान केशव गोस्वामी महाराज की जय सपाश मिथिला वैष्णव के सिद्धांत सरस्वती ठाकुर गोस्वामी प्रभुपाद की जय मिथिला वैष्णव विष्णुपाद भक्ति कुमार संत गोस्वामी महाराज की जय यदि शुभ तिरोधा तिथि महामहोत्सव की जय मां भागवत वर्षी गौर किशोर दास बाबा जी महाराज की जय सच्चिदानंद भक्तिनोद ठाकुर की जय वैष्णव सार्वभौम जगन्नाथ बाबा जी महाराज की जय जरूर सनातन भट्ट रघुनाथ श्री जीव गोपाल भट्टदास रघुनाथ षड गोस्वामी प्रभु की जय प्रेम से श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवा सदि गौर भक्तवृंद की जय श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोपी गोवर्धन राधा कुंड श्याम कुंड गिरिराज गोवर्धन जी की जय मथुरा वृंदावन धाम की जय नवदीप मायापुर धाम की जय श्री जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की जय श्री जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा सुदर्शन चक्र जो की जय सर्विघ्न विनाशनकारी नरसिंह भगवान की जय भक्तराशि प्रहलाद महाराज की जय तुलसी महारानी वृंद देवी की जय गंगा महारानी जमुना महारानी की जय योग माया पौर्णमासी देवी की जय गोपेश्वर सदाशिव महादेव की जय अनंत कोटि वैष्णव की जय हरे कृष्ण महामंत्र की जय श्री ब्रह्म मध्व गौड़ीय संप्रदाय की जय श्री राधा गोविंद जी गौड़िया मठ की जय मंगल हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय निताई गौर